أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسوله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course for page 13 pointer B class. Inshallah, today we will study the verse number 90 of Surah Al-Baqarah. We saw the first juz have been divided in 4 quarters. The first quarter we studied in QC4, the second in QC3, and now the third quarter we are studying in QC4. Inshallah, the last quarter we will study in QC5. Let's keep the 5 pages of this QC4, starting the page 11 from the thumb of the right hand and the page 15 on the little finger of the right hand. Let's revise their pointers for the 12th page. Covenant of blood, killing and expulsion, belief in parts, treatments with Musa and Isa and other messengers. Covenant of blood, killing and expulsion, beliefs in parts, treatment with Musa and Isa and other messengers. The brief pointers are covenant, killing, parts, Musa and Isa. Once more, covenant, killing, parts, Musa and Isa. Let's proceed for the page 13 pointers. The first pointer for the page 13 is rejecting the book. The second pointer is evil transaction of kufr. Third pointer is we believe in our books. And the fourth one is covenant with two above. So let's keep them also on the fingers of the right hand. Rejecting the book, evil transaction of kufr. We believe in our books. Covenant with the two above. Once more, rejecting the book, evil transaction of kufr. We believe in our book. Covenant with two above. Let's have the brief pointer for the 13th page. Rejecting, evil transaction, believe, two. Rejecting, evil transaction, believe, two. Today we will study the second pointer of the page 13, that is evil transaction of kufr. This pointer is related with the previous verses in that Allah continues describing the distorted faith and evil actions of Bani Israel. They were not good followers of the Musa alayhi salam. Remember, our situation is very much similar. Astaghfirullah. So let's try to focus on how we can save ourselves from such mistakes. So today ayat is with us, and if somebody among you want to recite it, please with translation. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بئس ما اشتروا به أنفسهم أن يكفروا بما أنزل الله بغير ينزل الله من فضله على من يشاء من عباده فباءوا بغضب على الرد وعلى الكافرين وللكافرين عذاب مهين. Translation. Evil is that for which they have sold themselves, that they disbelieved in what Allah has revealed, groaning that Allah sent down of His grace upon them. He will from among His servants. So they have drawn on themselves wrath upon wrath. And for the disbelievers is a humiliating punishment. Let's identify the words in this ayah. Be'sa. Be'sa is a word. Ma is an ism. Ishtaro. This waw alif telling is a madi verb. It is a harf. He is a zamir in the ism. Anfus is a ism and a plural. The singular is nafs. Whom is a ism, zamir. An is a harf. Yakfuruna. No. Ya ilamat mudare. And the one is the plural sign. Telling is a mudare plural verb. If we remove ya and one kafara appear the three letter, so it's kafara yakfuru ukfur. B is a har and ma is an ism. Anzala is a verb. Look, it's the four letter, and in the beginning you have a hamza. So the pattern is aslama. And from aslama we learned the word Islam and the babas if'al. It is the most frequent occurring nazid fi bab in Muslim. Allah is Ism Jalala, ism. Baghiyun. This fatatan meaning telling is an ism. An is a harf. Yunazzilu. Yunazzilu. Ya is telling is a mudari. And it's a four letter. Again, it have a shad in the center and four letters. So we will say it's on the pattern of Allama. From Allama we learned the word Ta'aleem and the Babas Tafeel. Allah is a Ism Jalala. Min is a harf. Fadlihi, two part. Fadl and he. It's a Zamir and Fadl is an Ism. And is, of course, all Zamirun Ism. Allah is a harf. Man is a Ism. Yashau. Ya is telling is a verb. So, Shah, Yashau, Shah. That is the weak verb we are studying QC2. Min is a harf. Ibadihi, two part. Ibad and he. This, he is a Zamir Ism. Ibad is a plural of Abad. Abad is a Ism and Abad is its plural. The next is Fa. Fa is a harf. Ba'u. Ba'u, this is also a verb. B is a harf. Ghadbin. This tanween is telling. In the Kasra Khan telling is an Ism. Allah is a harf. Ghadbin. This tanween in the Kasra Khan they are telling is an Ism. Wa is a harf. Li is a harf. When we remove the li, alif come back, it become al-kaf. Alif lam telling us is an ism, and yanun telling is a plural, and it's masculine. The next word is azabun. Azabun tanween means the damatan telling us an ism. Muhinun, damatan tanween telling is an ism. Let's go for the lessons. From this ayah, we learn people who disbelieve the Prophet ﷺ sold themselves to their position of a grudge and to kufr instead of Jannah and the pleasures of Allah. Allah's wrath over wrath will be on such people. They will have not just punishment, but a humiliating punishment. Let's go for the words for words and the phrase for phrase translation and the explanation. Evil is that ishtaraw bihi, for which they have sold. Ishtaraw bihi, they have exchanged, they have sold. Anfus, anfus means themselves, mean anfusum themselves. And that yakfuru, they disbelieve. Bima, what anzala has been revealed. Allah, Allah. Baghiyun, with grudging. An yunazzilullah, that Allah sent down min fadlihi of his grace. Allah on man yasha'u, whom he wills. Mean from ibadihi, his servants. Let's to find out the new word is bi'sama. So we will have a phrase for it. Bi'sama ishtaraw bi anfusihim. Bi'sama ishtaraw bi anfusihim. Baghiyun is a new word. We will have the phrases. Baghiya, baghiya. So we will not put any new word anymore. Let's go for the explanation. People who disbelieve sold themselves They purchase kufr and grudge in exchange for Jannah and the companionship of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this world and in the hereafter. Why did they sell themselves? Because of their grudge, jealousy, jealousness, arrogance, and prejudice. They rejected the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam because he was not from the Bani Israel. It was as if they expected Allah to consult them regarding whom to make the messenger. They followed their own desires instead of Allah's commands. Allah sent down His grace on whoever He wills. Let's to revise this part. If somebody would read the translation. Okay. Yes, Susanna. Yes, sister.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بئس ما, evil is that, اشتروا به, for which they have sold, أنفسهم, themselves, أن يكفروا, that they believe, بما, in what, أنزل الله, Allah has revealed, بغيا, grudging, أن ينزل, that Allah, أن ينزل الله, that Allah sends down, min fadli, of His grace, Allah, on, may yasha'u, whom He wills, min ibadihi, from His servants.
Jazakallah. Sister, let me increase your knowledge. Let's have the last part of the ayah. فَبَعُوا, so or thus, بِغَضَبٍ, so they have drawn on themselves that. Allah, upon that, mean one over the above, mean more and more punishment. وَلِلْ كَافِرِينَ, and for the disbelievers, azab, mean a punishment. Which one? Mubin, humiliating. That punishment which gives some person a feeling of having this wrong done. So the new word is فَبَاءُوا بِغَضَبٍ, فَبَاءُوا بِغَضَبٍ, and the next is muhin. Muhin. Let's to see the explanation. Because of their kufr and arrogance, what happened? Allah will curse their arrogance by not just punishment, but by a humiliating punishment. This punishment is because of their kufr. Let's have a hadith here. Zubair bin al-Awwam narrated that the Prophet ﷺ said, the disease of the nations before you is stepping towards you. Dry and hatred. It is the ilham. I do not speak of what cuts the hair, but what serves the religion. Serves the religion. By the one in whose hand is my soul, you will not enter paradise until you believe, and you will not believe until you love each other. Shall I tell you about what will strengthen that for you? Spread the salam among each other. So now it's again your turn. Please, somebody should recite. Okay, Sister Sana.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. فباءوا بغضب, فباءوا بغضب, so they have drawn on themselves wrath, على غضب, upon wrath, وللكافرين, and for the believers, عذاب مهين, is a punishment humiliating.
Good, excellent. Let's go for the lesson learned from this ayah. People who disbelieve the Prophet ﷺ sold themselves to their possession of girls and to kufr instead of Jannah and the pleasure of Allah. Allah's wrath over wrath will be on such people. They will have not just punishment, but a humiliating punishment. Let's to pray, oh Allah, Save me from any gird in my heart against any of your commands. Save me from the prejudice. Let's have the plan. Inshallah, I will always remember the wisdom and power of Allah and His rewards and humiliating punishments if I feel any grudge in my heart against any of His commands. Let's to see the asma in this. Nas is a single plural handfuls. Fadl is a single, dal is a plural. The three letters on word coming on the pattern of Sarabasamiya in this ayah is kafara, yakfuru, ukfur, kafir, makfur, kufar. Kafara are the mother haruf and the bab is nasfar. The next is Ghadiba, Yagdubu, Irdib. Ghadibun, Magdubun, Ghadbun. Ghain, Dod, Ba are the mother haruf and the bab is Sami. Next we have the table of kafara. Yes, if somebody would like to revise the table of kafara. Kafara, kafaru, kafarta, kafartu, kafartun, kafarna, kafarat. Yakfuru, yakfuruna, takfuru, takfuru, takfuruna, takfuru, takfuru. Ukfur, ukfuru, la takfur, la takfuru. Kafirun, makfurun, kufru. The six keys are kafara, yakfuru, ukfur, kafirun, makfurun, kufrun. And the bab is kafara and the root letter are kafara. The next was Ghadiba. Ghadiba, he read. Ghadiba, Ghadibu, Ghadibta, Ghadibtu, Ghadibtu, Ghadibna, Ghadibat. Yabdabu, Yabdabuna, Tabdabu, Agdabu, Agdabuna, Nagdabu, Tagdabu. Igdab, Igdabu, La Tabdib, La Tabdabu, Ghadibun, Maghdubun, Ghadbun. The six keys. Ghadiba, Yagdabu, Igdib, Ghadibun, Maghdubun, Ghadbun. And the root letter of Ghain, Bad, Ba. And the bab is Samia. Let's to see the weak verbs, three letters coming on the pattern of Baha, Bavada, Kala, Kana, etc. Baga, Yabri, Ibri, Bagin, Abriun, Bagakun. So Bag and Ya are the root letter and the bab is Hada. The next is Shah, Yeshau, Shah, Shain, Mashuyun, Mashiyatun. Shin, Ya, Hamza are the root letter and bab is again that is which one? Shah is on the pattern of Samia. Not Samia, but it's on the pattern of Fa. Then is Ba, Yabu, Bu, Ba'in, dash, Bu. Ba is Ba, Wow, Hamza is the good pattern and on the pattern of Kala. So this is the Baga table. Let's to revise. Baga, he disobeyed. Bagau, they disobeyed. Bagaita, you disobeyed. Bagaitu, I disobeyed. Bagaitum, you all disobeyed. Bagaina, we disobeyed. Bagat, she disobeyed. Yabri, he disobeys. Yabuna, this disobey. Tabri, you disobey. Abri, I disobey. Tabuna, you all disobey. Nabri, we disobey. Tabri, she disobey. Ibri, disobey. Ibru, disobey you all. La tabri, don't disobey. La tabri, don't disobey. Al-Bari, Al-Barin, the one who disobeys. Nabriun, that to be disobeyed. Barun, to disobey. The six keys are Baga, Yabri, Ibri, Barin, Mabriun, Barun. And the root letters are Ba and Ya. And the Bab is Daraba. Next table is Shah. Shah, he wish, Shau, they wish, Sheta, you wish, Shetu, I wish, Shetu, you all wish, Shena, we wish, Shah, she wish. Yashau, he wishes, Yashauna, they wish, Tashau, he wish, Ashau, I wish, Tashauna, you all wish, Nashau, wish, Tashau, she wish. Shah, wish, Shau, wish you all, Latashau, don't wish, Latashau, don't wish you all, Shine, the one who wishes, Mashun, that to be wished, Mashiatun, to wish. 6 keys are Shah, Yashau, Shah, Shine, Mashiyun, Mashiyatun. And the root letter is Shah, Ya, Hamza. And the Bab is again Nasara. The next is Ba. Ba, he returned. Ba, they returned. Bo'ata, you returned. Bo'atu, I returned. Bo'tum, you are returned. Bo'na, we returned. Ba'at, she returned. Yabau, he returned. Yabauna, they returned. Tabau, you returned. Abau, I returned. Tabauna, you all returned. Tabau, we returned. Tabau, she returned. Ba, written. Mu, written you are. Not about, don't return. Not about, don't return. Buying the one who written dash, on or moving, be written. 6 keys are buy, about, ba, buying, dash, or. And the root letter is ba, wow, comes up. Here the alif has come in place of wow. And the bab is nasara. So let's to see the mazid fi afal. Ishtara, yashtari, ishtari, mushtarin, mushtaran, ishtara. The root letter are sheen, ra, ya. And it is 5 letter starting with hamza and having a ta. So it's on the baba, it's talafa. Then is anzala, yunzilu, anzil, munzil, munzal, inzal. Anzala is a 4 letter starting with the hamza. So bab is if'al and the root letter is nun zodlam. That's where the next is nazzala, yunazzilu, nazzil, munazzil, munazzal, inzal. Look, the nun lam are the root letter and the bab is allama. Mean on the bab of taf'il. Ahana, yuhinu, ahin, mohin, mohan, ihaun. Ha, wow, nun is the root letter and the bab is aslama because 4 letters starting with hamza, aslama, and the bab is taf'il. Next we have the table of ishtara. If somebody among you want to have this table, please come up. Okay. Ishtara, he bought. Ishtaro, they bought. Ishtaraita, you bought. Ishtaraitu, I bought. Ishtaraitum, you all bought. Ishtaraina, we bought. Ishtarat, she bought. Yashtari, he buys. Yashtaruna, they buy. Tashtari, you buy. Ashtari, I buy. Tashtaruna, you all buy. Nashtari, we buy. Tashtari, she buy. Ishtari, buy. Ishtaro, buy you all. La tashtari, don't buy. La tashtaro, don't buy you all. Mushtarin, buyer. Mushtaran, that which is to be bought. Ishtaran, to buy. 60. Ishtara, yashtari, ishtari, mushtarin, mushtaran, ishtaran. And the root letter is sheen, ram, ya. And the bab is again, it is if'al. The next is anzala. Anzala, anzalu, anzalta, anzaltu, anzaltum, anzalna, anzalat. Yunzilu, yunziluna, tunzilu, tunzilu, tunziluna, nunzilu, tunzilu. Anzil, anzilun, la tanzil, la tanzilu, munzilun, munzalun, inzalu. The 6 is anzala, yunzilu, anzil, munzil, munzal, inzal. And the root letter of nun zodlam and bab is ifal. The next is nazala. Yes, brother, you raise the hand. Who raised the hand? Please do this table.
Bismillah.
Okay. Yes, brother.
Nazala, he descended sequentially. Nazalu, they descended. Nazalta, you descended. Nazaltu, I descended. Nazaltu, you all descended. Nazalna, we descended. Nazalat, she descended. Yunazil, he descends. Yunazalna, Yunazziluna, they descend. Tunazzilu, we descend. You descend. Unazzilu, I descend. Tunazziluna, you all descend. Nunazzilu, we descend. Tunazzilu, she descends. Nazzil, descend. Nazzilu, descend you all. La tunazzil, don't descend. La tunazzilu, don't you all descend. Munazzilu, the one who descends. Munazzilu, the one that is descended. Tanzil, to descend. The key verbs are nazzala, yunazzilu, nazzil, munazzilu, munazzalu, tanzil. The root letters nun, zai, and lam. Nam.
Yes, and the verb is tafri on the pattern of alam. The next is
Alam.
ahana. Ahana, he disgrace. He disgrace. Actually, it is disgraced. Ahana, he disgraced. Ahanu, they disgraced. Ahanta, you disgraced. Ahantu, I disgraced. Ahantum, you all disgraced. Ahana, we disgraced. Ahana, she disgraced. Yuhinu, he disgraces. Yuhinuna, they disgraces. Tuhinu, you disgraces. Tuhinu, I disgraces. Tuhinuna, you all disgraces. Nuhinu, we disgraces. Tuhinu, she disgraces. Ahin, disgrace. Ahinu, disgrace you all. La tuhinu, don't disgrace. La tuhinu, don't disgrace you all. Muhinun, the one who disgraces. Muhanun, that to be disgraced. Ihana, to disgrace. I'm sorry for the spelling. Let's come six is ahana, yohinu, ahin, mohin, mohan, ihana. And the root letters ha, vaunu, and the bab is ifal. Here the alif has come in place of vav. Alhamdulillah, the grammar, the Quran part, let's go to the grammar part. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome back to Understand Quran the Easy Way, course 4, page 13, pointer B, the grammar part. Today, we will study the broken plural being the Jamma, Taksir or Mukassar. In Sarf, we had to study two things. One was the Afal. In Afal, we did the feminine, Slasi, and Mazid Fi. On the pattern of Fa'ala, we said Fa'alat, taf'alu, if'ali, la taf'ali, fa'ilatun, maf'ulatun, fi'l. On the pattern of Mazid Fi, we took the example of Aslamat. Aslamat, tuslimu, aslami, la tuslami, muslimatun, muslimatun, and muslim. So this was the feminine table of 3-letter and 4-letter, mean the Slasi, Mujarrad, and the Slasi Mazid. Then we have the duals. In dual, we saw the example of dual were Fa'ala Mazi, Yaf'alane Mudari, If'ala Amr, La Taf'ala Nahi, Fa'ilane Fa'il, Maf'ulane Maf'ul. The same for the female. Fa'ala, Taf'alane, If'ala, La Taf'ala, Fa'ilane, Maf'ulane. In dual, there is no difference between the masculine and feminine. They have the same words. The next was passive voice. We did it with 2 words. One, the 3-letter word, we say Sumia, Yusmau, Yusmau. And from the 4-letter, mean the Mazid Fi, we say Unzila, Yunzalu, Yunzalu. We done. The new thing which in the Afal was Karuma table. We did the Karuma table. Karuma, Yakrumu, Ukurum, La Tukurum, Karimun, dash. Mean it does not have the maful. So this was all about the surf. Surf means making the words from the letters. From the letters, when we make the words, this grammar is called surf. In this course, QC4, we were supposed to cover the surf, this part, feminine, Salasi, and Mazid fi, tables, duals, then the passive of Salasi and Mazid fi, Alhamdulillah, we did, and Karuma table, and the 6 keys of Hasab. Hasiba, Yahsibu, Ihsab, Hasib, Mahsub, and Hisab. But remember, Hasiba does not have the Mahsub because it's different. The second thing which we were supposed to study in the surf was Asma. Among the Asma, we studied the Ism Makan on 3 patterns. Mafa'al, mean the Makhraj. Maf'il, the Masjid. Mufa'ala, the Madrasa. And then yesterday we studied Ism Sifa on Fa'il and Fulan pattern, just Kareem and Kaslan. On the Ism Tafdil, on the pattern of Afalu, just like from Kabir, Akbar, from Sarir, Asra. And then Ism Mubalgha, on the Fa'al wasn't Ghafarun, Fa'ul, Shakurun, and Fa'ul, Qayyumun. Yes, this is all from QC4. We did yesterday. And today we were doing the last part of the search, that is Jama, Taksir, or Mukassir. So this all was in the Saf. What was? An Afal, the feminine from Salasi and the Mazid fi, then Dual, then the passive from Salasi and Mazid fi, then Karuma, they were the Afal. In Asma, Isme Makan, Isme Sifa, Isme Tabdil, Isme Mubalgha, and Jama Taksir. Today, inshallah, we will do this last part. So this QC4, this surf part will be complete. Now you can have looked at what we have done: feminine, dual, passive, Roma, Isme Makan, Isme Sifa, Isme Tabdil, Isme Mubalgha. The only one thing we learned, that is Jama Taksir. Today we are going this Jama Taksir. In previous lesson, we saw Sif, Tabdil, Mubalgha. Let's to revise. Kabir is a Sif. When we put a Hamza, it becomes Akbar, it becomes Tafdil. Kasir is a Sifa. When we put Hamza, it becomes Tabdil, Akbar. Rahim is a Sif, Tabdil will be Arham. Azim is a Sif, Azim is a Tabdil. Shadid is a Sifa, Ashad is a Tabdil. Ala is a Sifa, Ala is a Tafdil. Alim is a Sifa, and Alam is a Tafdil. Qarib is a Sifa, Akrab is a Tafdil. Qalil is a Sifa, Akal is a Tafdil. Kareem is a Sifa, Akram is a Tafdil. Hamid is a Sifa, Ahmad is a Tafdil. Majid is a Sifa, and Tafdil is Hamd. So now you can easily differentiate between Sifa and the Tafdil. The Tafdil have Hamza in the beginning, and the Sifa does not have Hamza. It have a Ya in the bed. It is on the pattern of Fa'il or Falan. Look that Fa'il, just like from Karuma Yakramu, we say Kareem. From Latufa Yaltufu, we have Latif. From Hakuma Yakamu, we have Hakim. So these are the 5 patterns. There is another pattern, that is Falan pattern for the Sifa. Kaslan, Gadban, Farhan, Jabban, they all are Rahman. They are on the pattern of Falan, and they are also Sifa. Then the words to express the Mubalgha, that shows the intensity. When the intensity, just like Fa'alun, Ghafarun, Tawabun, Adamun, on the pattern Rahimun, Samiun, on the Fa'ul, Shakurun, Kafurun, Wadudun, Saburun, on the Fa'ul or Fa'ul, Qayyumun, Saburun, Qudusun. So these are the Mubalgha. Mean how much, if you have the sift of, you have a level of the attributes, then you can say this Mubalgha. This was all about the revision. Let's start the today lesson, that is Jama Taksir. Jama are 2 types. One is called Jama Salim, being the sound plural, and that is called Jamma Taksir or Mukassar, mean the broken plural. Look at that. For the Salim, we used to add waw nun, ya nun in at the end. Just like from Muslim, Muslimun, Muslimin. For the feminine, we used to add alif ta. Just like Muslima, from Muslimatun, Muslimat. It breaks the laws as mentioned above. So, for example, from Bayt we say Bayut. It is not Bayut or Bayutin. It is Bayut. So this is called broken piece. It is in other language also. Just in the English, how we make a plural? We add S or ES. We say from apple, apples, from book, books, from pen, pens, from table, tables. But there are certain words where we don't apply this S and here. We say from men, men. We don't say men's. From tooth, we don't say tooth. We say teeth. From mouse, we don't say mouses. We say mice. So there are in other language also this rule. At times, plural are not made on the simple pattern. They go for a different pattern. Here in Arabic, that is called mukassir or taksir. So it's a challenge to remember them, but we have to do. So there are two types of plural. One is called sound plurals, in which we add waw nun, ya nun, just like from Muslim, Muslimun, Muslimin, from Mumin, Muminun, Muminin, from Muslimatun or feminine, we say Muslimatin, Muslimatin, Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslim. The second type of plural is called the broken plural. The example is from Bayt, Bayut, from Amal, Amal, from Bakra, Bakra. So to have studied this Jama Mukassar, we will have different patterns. It has many styles. We will have a few here. The one style is Afal. On the pattern of Afal, we have from Alaf, Allah, from Ism, Asma, from Ibn, Abna, from Bab, Abwab, from Basar, Absar, from Bikr, Abkar, from Saman, Asman. There are many more. Just like Hajar, Ahjar, Haras, Ahras, Khair, Akhyar, Rab, Arbab, Arwah, Riz, Arjaz, Riz, Arzak. These are the different patterns. And just like from Zoj, we have Azwaj, Sahar, Ashar, Shay, Ashya, Sahib, Ashab, Qadu, Ad'a, Amal, Amal, Fadal, Afdal. Many of them we have already studied and memorized. So there are more, just like from Foj, Afwaj, from Kalam, Aklam, from Kaul, Akwal, from Qaum, Akwam, from Lawn, Alwan, from Lub, Albab, from Nas, Amsar. They all on the pattern of Afal. They are both on the same pattern. Both Amwat, Misr, Amsar, Nahar, Anhar, Nur, Anwar, Mid, Andad, Yom, Ayam, Uzun, Azar. There is the second pattern of the plural taksir, that is called Fa'ul pattern. Just like from Ajar, Aju, Bakal, Bakul, Sahar, Suhur, Sadr, Sadur, Zahat, Zahur, Ahad, Ahur. That is on the Fa'ul pattern. Here are more examples. From Ayn, Ayun, from Ajal, Ajul, Kalab, Ulub, Malik, Maluk, Nafs, Nafus. So these are on the second pattern. There is another pattern that is called Fi'ar. The example are from Abad, Ibad, Dar, Diyar, Dam, Dima, Bahar, Bahar, Ma, Abdullah. It is the Fi'al pattern. The next is on the Fulau. Fulau. Just Rahim, Roh, Mao, Sharik, Shurkau, Shahid, Shohdau, Farik, Farkau, Alim, Ulmau. This is called the Fulau pattern. Then is the Fa'ul pattern. Just like from Kitab, Utub, from Rasul, Rusul, from Zulul, Zulul. There is 6 one. Af'ila pattern. Af'ila pattern examples are from Nabi, Ambiya, Ghani, Aghniya, Shadid, Ashidda. There is another pattern, Fa'ala. Basla, Basal, Bakra, Bakar, Adsa, Adas. The last one, Fa'ul pattern. Aghlaf, Ghalf, Fawma, Form. It's very difficult to memorize these patterns. But it's very easy to memorize the singular plural. If I say what is the plural of kitab? Yes, what is the plural of kitab? Kutub. What is the plural of kalb? You.
Qulub.
What is the plural of Rasul? Rasul. I mean, it's easy. Now I will give you the tip how you can derive the names from these plural. So, remember, we use in whole grammar 3 letters, fa and lam. Everything is on the fa and lam. Look here, I have got a word basam. If I want to know its pattern, I don't know what is the pattern. It's very good. What I will do, I will place fa and lam in place of ba, sad, lam. In ba place, I will place fa. In sad, I will place and for the lam, I will place lam. So what is the new word? Fa'al. Isn't so? That is its name, fa'al. Okay, apply it on the bakar. In the place of ba, place fa. In the place of kaf and in the place of ra, place lam. What is the new word? Fa'al. This is the name of this pattern. Okay, let's go back. Try. There is a word, we say sharik shurka. How we will look the root letter in it. What are the root letter in shirka is? If somebody can help me, what are the root letter of shirka? Shurka? Yes.
Shiraka.
Good. Now, sister, in place of sheen, put fa. In place of ra, put ain. In place of kaf, put lam. And read this letter now.
Shura.
Lao. Lao. You got the pattern. It is on the pattern of lao. Okay. Ulmao. Look the last letter. Ulmao. What is the root letter for ulmao?
Ain lam mim.
And lam. In place of and place fa. In place of lam, place ain. In place of mim, place lam. So what is made from this?
Ulama.
Lao. Is the pattern. You are not getting the pattern, how to remember, but the word is helping. Okay, Rahmao. Let's find out the root letter. Rahmao. What is the root letter? Rahami. Okay. Place the Ra with the Fa, Ha with the Ain, Mim with the Lam. So what the word is making? Fu, Lao. The same word, for now, it is on the pattern for now. Okay, let's write it on that. Qulub is a word. I don't know what is the pattern. Let's find out its root word. What are the qulub root word? Anybody?
Qaf, lam, ba.
Good. Very good. In place of kaf, place thereof. In place of lam, place ain. In place of ba, place lam. Read the word now. Fu, u, fu'un, fu'un. Lam become the fa, lam become ain, ba become lam. And you will not change the harkat. Harkat, whatever is written, you will accept it. So it will become fu, lu, fu'ul. Fu'ul is the pattern. Look. Nafus. Okay, you don't know what is the pattern. What are the root letter in nafus? You have to find out the root letter, then you can make yourself this pattern. Nafus, nafs. Nafs is actual word, it's a plural. Nafs, noon, fasin is the root letter. Okay. We found out the noon, fasin. Noon, we will make the fa. Fa will make the ain. And sin will make the lam. Place them, fa and lam in it. So what is the pattern? Fu'ul. Fu'ul. The fu'ul is the pattern. Yes. Okay, let's try on the Anwar. Anwar is a word. I don't know what is pattern. I will find the root letter. Yes. Anybody have the idea? Anwar, what are the root letters?
Noon, wow,
Noon, waw. Good. Place the noon with fa. Place the ain with waw. Place the ra with lam. And try to read the Anwar word. It becomes af, a, al, afal, afal. Anwar become afal. So afal is the pattern. Ambat is a word. Let's to find out what is the root letter. What are the root letters from what? For that you will go for the singular. Mouth, mouth. There that is meme wow ta. Meme wow ta is the root letter. Okay. Place the meme with fa, wow with an, ta with lam. So from Ambat, what you get the new sound with fa and lam? Af, afal, the pattern which you are missing. How to remember? So there is no need to remember these patterns. You just remember the singular and plural. And Alhamdulillah, from QC 1, 2, 3, 4 till now, you have learned many of them. You know Nahar Anhar, Nid and Dad, Yom Ayam, Maut and Wat. Remember. So take them. In the book you will find, in the PDF you will find, take them which you know already by heart. Which you don't know, write down on a page. Them all, which you don't know. And see every day in the morning or evening, before sleep or after sleep, just read that paper and place it. For after a few days, you all them. And how to find out their style or pattern? I give you the formula. Just find out root letter and replace these root letter with fa and lam. You will get the pattern. Is it difficult? Yes, of course it's difficult to memorize that singular. You have to put some stresses, struggle, then you will be able. So this was all about that. There are certain patterns which are misleading. I mean, they have different patterns. Just bahar abhur, nafs anfus, tam at'ima, fat'an fatiya, irada, nar niran. But you can make their pattern. Just find out root letter. For example, if you say niran, what is the root letter in niran? Noon ya ra. It is from nar. Nar have noon alif ra. But alif is not the root letter. It is either waw or ya. It is here ya. So noon ya ra are the noon letter. Change them with the fa and lam. Noon become fa, ya become ain, ra become lam. So the new word will be fi laun. Fi laun. Fi laun. It is on the pattern of fi laun. No needs to go in so much detail. No worry about what the step. Yes, this is important to know their singular. If I say nar, you say naran. If I say nafs, you say anfus. If I say tam, you say at'ama is the plural. If I say kitab, you should be able to say kutub is the plural. If I say kalam, you should say ikram is the plural. If I say bahar, you should say abhar or abhur. It has two plural. That is important and you must remember them. Let's to go for the workbook. Today's workbook lesson. we study the words, the ayah is here. Bisa mashtaraw bi anfusim. It means Bisama. The evil is that themselves they have what bought which they have sold evil for them. Bakhun an yunazzallahu min fadlihi mean of his grace, mean the grading sent down Allah that of his grace. Wabaw ghadabun alal ghadab, so they have drawn themselves wrath over upon wrath. Walil kafirina azabun mean, and for the disbelievers a humiliating punishment. So based on mean evil is that for which they have sold themselves. Baghun an yunazzilu min fadli mean grading send down, Allah send down that of his grace. Wabaw ghadabin means so they have drawn themselves wrath upon that. And walil kafirin mean, and for the disbelievers a humiliating punishment. Let's to complete the nouns mean the singular plural. Okay, what is the plural of nafs?
Nufus.
Nafus or anfus? Anfus and nafus is a plural. What is the plural of fadal? Afdal. Afdal.
God.
Great. Okay. 6 key we have done kafara, yakuru, kufur, kafir, makfur, kufar. Then we said gada, but 6 key, ghadiba, yagdibu, irdib, gadib, magdub, gadab. Then from baga we said baga, yabri, ibri, bagin, mabrin, bagin. From shah we say shah, yashau, shah, shine, machine, mashiyatu, shayin. Then bao, yabu, bu, bain, dash, bomb. This we have. Ishtara, from we have Ishtara, Yashtari, Ishtari, Mushtaran, Mushtarin, Ishtaran. From Anzala, we have Anzala, Yunzil, Anzil, Munzil, Munzal, Inzal. From Nazala, again have Nazala, Yunazzilu, Nazil, Munzil, Munzil, Munzil. Look the difference. From Anzala, we have Munzil, Munzil. From Nazala, we have Munzil, Munzal. You have shad. That is the difference between Ahana, Ahana, Yohnu, Ahin, Mohid, Mohad, Ihan. So let's to have a questions. The question is, how many types of plural in Arabic language are? Yes. How many types are there in Arabic language? There are 2 types of plural in Arabic language. What are they? Jama Salim, the sound plural, in which we will use waw, noon, ya, noon, and for feminine alif ta. And second is called Jama Taksir, or the broken plural. They are all called Jama Muqassir also. Write some patterns of broken plural in Arabic. They are very difficult, but you can, if you remember, Af'al, Fa'ul, Fi'al, Ola, Fa'alu, If'ala, Af'ala, Fa'ala, Fa'al, and Mutafarakat. These are the different patterns. Let's have the few examples of plural singular. Anfus, soul, khairun, better, azwaj, spouse, rada, monkey, kalb, herd, aoud. So these are the plural basically. Nafs, anfus, akhyar, khair, zawj, azwaj, karat, karada, balud, kalb, ahad, ahud, niran, Niran, Nar, Rasul, Rusul, Shurka, Sharif, Ahad, Ahud. So these are given. The bonus point for today is this is a pronouns table. We have done, let me revise for you. Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna. Anta, antuma, antu. Anti, antuma, antunna. Ana, nahnu, ana, nahnu. This is actually the complete table of pronouns which we have studied in different stages. Earlier we said huwa, hum, anta, ana, antun, nanu, hiya. Only 7. Then in QC4 we say there are the duals also. Huma, antuma, and there are plural also. Hunna, antunna. No, it has gathered together and they have completed our table of pronouns. They are actually 14. Huwa, ma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. Ana, nahnu, anana. So this is a complete table. Let's have a practice on this. Or we can make a Madi table on the pattern. We take Fa'ala. From Fa'ala, 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 Fa'alu. Fa'alat, Fa'ala, Fa'alna. Fa'alta, Fa'altuma, Fa'altum. Fa'alti, Fa'altuma, Fa'altunna. Fa'altu, Fa'alna, Fa'altu, Fa'alna. So this was the complete table so far. Earlier we were doing only simple. Fa'ala, Fa'alu, Fa'alta, Fa'altu, Fa'altu, Fa'alna, Fa'alat, only 7. In QC4 we learned there are the dual. That is Fa'ala and Fa'altu. Here we say Fa'alna and Fa'altunna or Taf'alina. But that will be in Mudari. So thus we have completed our table. Yes, what was your question? Somebody asked a question. Let me see. What was that? Arabic text in homework is not clear. Arabic text means reading of Arabic. Whatever the Arabic that is ayahs, or you mean the Arabic which is in the questions? Please, I request you, send me a post of some questions in which you understand this Arabic is not easy to read. So I may explain you in coming class than that. The questions in which you feel the Arabic which is written is not. Yes, from QC. This is not in QC3. This is from QC4. Question from QC4 you are asking. Again, please refer me the reference of the homework. Say this is homework number 12 or 13 or 15 or we have not done 14, 15. So it must be 11, 12 and 13. 12, 13 A and B and question number this. So you send me the question number and the homework number. I will respond you in that group. And I will see if this is really causing a problem. So we may request the authorities to then change them. Because I can't change them myself. We get receive the homeworks, they are already prepared by the authorities. They send give us the link and we share that link with you, and then from the link we look their marks, your marks, and we record those marks to prepare our results. We ourselves don't change the question. Yes, we can translate. I can translate just from the question is the same in Urdu. I translate for you in the English. Yes, in translation at time there may be some mistakes. Yes, that's possible because the Urdu word maybe have many meaning in English or many words in English. So please send me your message or questions. Yes, sir. You have to point out brother and sister, you have to point. Look, this is homework 10A and B. And in this question number 25, this is not the Arabic word, or it is not on the Arabic pattern. I will change it. Until unless you point out, I am not coming, because for me, both the languages are the same, so I don't feel the difference. But for you, it is difficult, so you immediately recognize, yes, this is not readable, this is not understandable. The moment you have to point out, then I can change them. For me, they are the same, so how I can differentiate? I can't see my mistakes because I think it's correct. But the moment you point with some reasoning, then I realize, yes, it needs to be correct. Okay? You got my idea? Just point, brother and sister, so we should correct them for the coming batches. And it will be a great, the participation from you having this, the khair. This will be a kari khair. It will be a great job from you, getting a reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, correcting these questions if there are some mistakes or there is some easy available solution or easy available words, we will replace them. But question will be not changed. Question remain the same, whatever the authorities has said. For example, if they have said in this homework there will be 50 questions, I can't make it 51 or I can't make it 40. Suppose if we had selected these are the 40 questions. There will, yes, language I can change. If I find a difficult word, I can change it with the simple wording that question. But the question may will remain the same. So that is from me. Yes, you share it in the post. Send it into WhatsApp. Then I will reply in group or I will correct that. So that was all from my side. Let's go for the closing of the session and pray. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. With this, we come to the end of the session.